Sup flappers, welcome back to another video, and as you can see we have our girl Yoimiya right here. And let me tell you something right off the bat, this video might piss some people off, and I think that's a risk I'm gonna have to take at this point because I think Yoimiya has been treated unfairly. There has been injustice for her, and that is also prior to most people even got to properly play her and test her, and a lot of this comes from theory crafting or words from beta testers or people just trying her out in her story and just being like, she is doo-doo. Or others just echoing what some few people have said. Alright, so with that said, today I want to clear up some misunderstandings for Yoimiya as well as talk to you a little bit about what miHoYo's true master plan with Yoimiya actually is. With that said, like, subscribe if this kind of video is what you're looking for, and let's jump into the video right now. So Yoimiya was just as I had anticipated. She's an on-hit overload main DPS. Yes, just right there. A lot of people already dislike. I can hear it. You guys hear that? You hear the clicking sounds? Yeah, alright. So yes, I think she is an on-hit overload main DPS. A lot of you may think that Yoimiya is a support DPS, but honestly, if you look at her constellations and delve deeper into her kit, you would realize that everything about her screams main DPS, from her Hu Tao inspired elemental skill to her passive talents, most of which is to facilitate herself for more damage output. Looking at her first talent, this is where many people have got it confused and backwards. For Yoimiya's talent 1 to have maximum potential, you need to activate her elemental skill after her burst skill, not the other way around, because if you do it prior, the effect only lasts for 3 seconds, which is only enough for one explosion since explosions happens in 2-second intervals. So using your burst prior to activating your elemental skill is the proper way to make the best use of this passive. With that said, let's look at the second passive talent for Yoimiya, which makes the first seems counterintuitive. So for people who are confused looking at this second passive, thinking, well, that just doesn't make any sense, right? You have to understand that Yoimiya's character is designed for fluidity. There should be a ramp up phase for her, so it should go something like this. Yoimiya uses her burst skill, then you switch to a different character such as Fischl, use their elemental skill, switch back to Yoimiya, use her elemental skill, and then just continue autoing and try to charge up her burst skill for the second time. And the second your burst is back up, now you have your elemental skill charged up, and now you can use your burst skill on cooldown. And this is why Yoimiya's burst has only 15-second cooldown with a 60 energy. It's designed to be spammed, and proper cycling of this while understanding how her passives works together will be key to making Yoimiya strong. So players have to understand that Yoimiya is not designed to be a damage per screenshot character. If you pull her DPS over a longer period of time, you would notice that her damage is fairly consistent. Her average should be higher than most other characters, while her peak damage is much lower. While ultimately this could mean one thing, and that is Yoimiya's damage line is quite flat, meaning there's not much variance. It's not like a Bitcoin chart going up and down spiking with volatility. It's more like a safe government bond investment. You pretty much know what you're getting with Yoimiya. There's not going to be that variance, right? I think Genshin players are now conditioned to look at characters in a tight damage window, which is something many YouTubers are doing essentially for clickbait. Understand that true applicable DPS is far from what you see in limit testing damage showcases. They simply serve a different purpose, right? This was the case for Albedo. I remember when Albedo first came out, a lot of people looked at him, pointed to him and be like, you know what? He's alright, he's not that good, but honestly, now looking back at Albedo and even playing him now, it just feels like he's a well-rounded character who was too early for his time. The amount of off-field support Albedo gets is unparalleled, although we do know that Albedo is not present in a lot of top-tier meta choices. It doesn't make him a bad character, and I feel that Yoimiya likely will fall into the same kind of situations. But well, Overload's not kind of meta right now, so people are gonna say, well, Yoimiya is not meta and Yoimiya is kind of bad because she's not meta, right? That's kind of the consensus we are all getting right now. We are judging characters based off of their DPS limit as opposed to their DPS application. This is why. And this is just calling for unnecessary hot takes and disastrous damage expectations for future upcoming characters. What I'm trying to say is it's toxic, right? Yes, we want our waifus and husbandos to deal big PP damage. We want them to have screenshots of 7-figure digits so we can feel good about ourselves, but that is not a healthy mindset to be in. Yoimiya is perfectly fine as she is right now, and that is coming from a guy who has all the characters in the game. I played all of them, right? At the end, I find that Yoimiya offers a good playstyle which we have only gotten to experience partially through Fischl. Currently, her kit is still awaiting future characters, in my opinion, to fully round out. What I mean is, miHoYo likely designed Yoimiya in preparations to roll out future new metas, right? For Bao, currently Overload seems to be the best way to play Yoimiya. You can run her with the 4-piece witch, you can run her with the new artifact, Shin. I honestly don't know what it is, but Mr. Editor Kun, please, you can throw it on screen. The new artifact, I can't pronounce this, so I'm not going to embarrass myself. And also, you can even run the third set, which is the Thundering Fury set, to reduce her elemental skill cooldown, right? I was also saying Bao can also reveal new synergies, which could reveal options to play her in newer teams. It's no secret that miHoYo is about to release a whole slew of Electro characters. There's 2 coming just in the next patch alone. Yoimiya is forced into this role, but it shows us the potential. Because miHoYo is currently pushing for Electro-favored gameplay, and yes, they essentially forced Yoimiya into becoming a character who is favored by Electro reactions, the Overload reaction. You could still do Vaporize with Xingqiu mixed with Overload, but honestly, it just kind of feel like we should start getting used to Pyro working away from Hydro. Yes, it sucks. We'd like to see those big numbers, and we like to see with Vaporize, and we like to see with Melt, but honestly, we have to move on and develop new ways to play the game. Like I said, other Pyro characters have huge ups and huge downs, right? Ganyu, every time she's loading up her charge shot, it's not dealing damage. But once that damage comes out, it's a huge spike in damage. Same with Hu Tao, right? Her charge attack with her elemental skill definitely has slower on hit effects than someone like Yoimiya, someone bow user, somebody who just hits faster, like Kaching auto attack. It's part of these characters' kits, and we cannot evaluate Yoimiya with a short damage window. So let's say if we give Yoimiya 3 seconds to do as much damage as she can, and then we take that 3 seconds and compare it to Ganyu, compare it to Hu Tao, of course Yoimiya is gonna lose. You have to look at it from a longer period of time, and then you'll likely start to see that all the damage evens out. Yes, Yoimiya is not beating Hu Tao, it's not beating Ganyu, but she was not designed to beat these characters. Okay, people understand that. It's okay to be weaker than Ganyu. It's okay to be weaker than Hu Tao. It's okay to have less money than Bill Gates. That's essentially what we're doing, right? You're comparing her with the top of the line. It's okay, it's fine to just be average, to be normal. Even if Yoimiya isn't top tier right this very moment, it does not mean future characters cannot draw out more power from her. So understand that. Her kit may get better as newer characters present newer ways to play her. Simply right now, we just don't have that many Electro characters, and she is an Overload character. I honestly believe that. So, of course, more testing will be done, but just to reiterate, Yoimiya is a main DPS. She is more of an Electro reaction focused Pyro main DPS, which makes her different from Hu Tao, Klee, and Diluc, but similar to Yanfei. miHoYo prefers Pyro in more damage-oriented roles, it seems, and going forward, this could be an interesting theory to test with the release of future Pyro characters. And with that said, my name is Erotic Walrus. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys are enjoying Yoimiya, and for people who are skipping, I hope you get the characters that you want. May it be Bao, Kokomi, or whoever that's coming in the future. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, stay safe and peace.